Hello, one of those Nerdcraft here, bringing you game number 3 of this best of 3 series, Ace Matches. I love Ace Matches. Here, spawning on the southern position of the Antigua Shipyard is going to be our red Terran player hailing from the country of South Korea, and the team Old Generations Gaming is going to be none other than oGsSuperNova, and his opponent spawning on the northern position, hailing from the country of Ukraine, and the team Empire Gaming is going to be none other than EmpireKas. So last game, what do we see last game? For anyone who didn't watch this game, the last game, stop, pause this game, pause this video, go back and watch the other game before you're allowed to watch this game. It's just how it works. 1, 2, 3, not 3, 2, 1, or 2, 3, 1, or 1, 3, 2. You know, that's how it works. So last game we saw Supernova being super aggressive. He did a Reaper, Hellion, or a Reaper opening into Hellion, Reaper Hellion, into Cloaked Banshee, which then was pretty much killed off by a Hellion Marine push and just killed everything off. He didn't even need to use his tanks. He had 2 tanks, and Siege Mode was researching. Sorry about that. I was like, ugh. So we have Kas going for that wall off as usual. Wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of actually, I wouldn't be surprised to see a gasless Rax first expansion, because Kas loves that build. That's his build. That's his go-to build. It's like, not sure what to do? Well, you could 1 Rax Expo. 1 Rax gasless Expo. That's what you could do. Why? Because I'm freaking Kas. Now, on this version of the map, because it's IEM, it's going to be the ESL or ESV version, which is force cross position. So Kas should know that his opponent's down here, and Supernova should know that Kas is up here. Both of the barracks are actually going to finish at the exact same time. At the exact same time, they build a Marine and the Orbital Command and a Tech Lab. So it looks like Supernova is going to go for that Reaper expansion once more. Very much agree with it. I like it a lot. That's my go-to build when it comes to TVT. I always Reaper Expo when it comes to the TVT, and the Hellion or the Reaper is coming out. Looks like their Orbital Command is going to finish at the exact same time as well. Now Supernova did switch his colors on me again. He went to red, which is the color Kas was using. So he probably got in. He's like, red, haha. What now, Kas? He's like, Kas is like, oh darn it, I wanted that red. I'm very bad at Russian or Ukrainian accents. I actually don't know what a Ukrainian accent sounds like. So here we can see, yes, the gasless expansion coming up. Not even 2 supply depots, just 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see another. Oh wait, what? No, there is a second. Oh, the supply depot. I even looked at that. Wow. Talk about not being observant. So these 3 Marines are going to push forward. I don't know if they're just going to see the see what's going on. If they're going to be a scouting, of course they do know where each other are. Actually, they have scouted each other before. Kas probably does know that it's a Reaper expansion, so he's coming to the front. Oh no! Wow, he's going to be able to take out that Reaper. He's going to deny the scouting from that Reaper very well. Oh, well played by Kas right there. GG WP. So the Reaper is going to come in here for defense, as you can see, and it's pretty low. He's a pretty low, almost dead Reaper. The factory is coming in. There's another Marine being made, and Kas finally deciding to be the aggressor. He's going to come in here, try and deny this expansion, take out the SCV. The SCV is trying to save his life by stop the construction, but he is going to go down. And I don't know if he's forced a God, I keep going forward. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I don't know if he's going to force a cancel on this, but it looks like he's not. He's like, okay, I'm going to deny the timing, so that way mine gets up, and I'm just really, further ahead, which is really great from Kas. Why try and take something out when you can just get further ahead if you deny a timing or a single building or anything? That's just really good. And we have Blue Flame Hellion is actually going to be utilized here from Supernova. He is getting that Blue Flame Hellion upgrade right now, that Infernal Pre-Igniter, and is starting to get out his Hellions. So this Hellion did take out a single Marine. Sucks to be him, and the Marines actually doing a nice little spread there. I like that. Gonna try and see if they can focus down this Hellion. It doesn't have Blue Flame yet, so it can be killed by 2. The Reaper coming in over here, trying to try and get a scout off, maybe even take out an SCV or 2. But more and more Marines are streaming across the map into over to Supernova's base. Supernova only has 3 Marines and a Hellion. Now the Reaper is going to come in here and see, okay, yes, indeed, his expansion is finished. Another Marine, 2 Marines coming in. That should be able to clean it up really well, unless, like, unless Supernova has some sort of godly micro, which I remember the best micro I ever saw. I can't remember who the player was. I think it might have been Boxer or something like that, or you know. It was, oh no, I can't even remember who it was, but it was in the NASL Season 1, and it was 3 Marines versus 1 Reaper. The Reaper won, and it was in the orange. Holy crap, that was on Metalopolis, close air positions. Of course I can remember that, but I can't remember the freaking players at all. I'm pretty sure it was Boxer, because Boxer was like one of the players who started using started utilizing the Reaper for harass and scouting purposes after the patch. Of course, Morrow, who was a former Terran player during or after beta, Morrow, who was Terran during the beta, he actually created the 5 racks Reaper rush, which was freaking crazy. Now the bunker is finished up here for Supernova, so is Blue Flame, and of course that's being revealed to Kas as well. The bunker is going to be repaired. A lot of these SCVs are going to go down. Oh, actually no, they're not being repaired at all. These SCVs actually only A-move into them. So, oh no, all these Marines are going to be cleaned up without even taking out the bunker. But he did lose roughly 9 or 8 SCVs, somewhere around there. And these Blue Flame Hellions getting in, they're going to start roasty-toasting this mineral line. Luckily, Kas has already moved his SCVs over. He used those Marines to buy himself some time to make sure that that drop did very little damage, which it did. It only took out 3 SCVs, as opposed to what Blue Flame Hellions have been really known to take out in mineral lines. That's really freaking good. 3 Mio is going to be called down for Kas. If we check out the unit counting station, we currently have 13 Marines to 4 Hellions, 1 Medevac, and 3 Marines of Supernova. Production-wise, we have a Raven actually coming up from Supernova, and 2 more Hellions, another factory, and then we have Stim, level 1 weapons, and just more and more Marines, as well as Marauders coming up here for Kas, and 2 more Hellions are going to join this group here. Oh, Kas needs to move his... No, don't line him up, don't line him up! Ooh, yikes, that's not good at all. That's a lot of freaking SCVs going down right there if we check. Oh god, it's 26. Actually, I was looking at it wrong. Kas didn't kill that much SCVs. He only killed 4. I got the colors mixed up because I'm used to Kas being the red player. Now, all those Hellions are cleaned up, but at what cost? Again, 26 or 27 SCVs killed before the 10-minute by the 10-minute mark. That's really freaking good. And we do have that Raven already up, so that means that this is going to be really good against that biocentric force that Kas is looking to go for. 70 supply to 55. The unit counting station is going to tell us that it is 47 SCVs of Supernova to 25 of Kas. Just those Hellions being really, really effective. There are 6 Hellions right now in the... there are 6 Hellions on the map and a single tank for Supernova to just 20 Marines and 2 Marauders of Kas. So if we look, the siege mode is on its way, and just this army is completely geared for one thing only, and that's to deny Marines heavily. Now, 30 is coming up from Supernova, and these Hellions, again, just going in and taking out so many SCVs, and they're going to get cleaned up. They didn't take out as much SCVs as in previous drops, but at the same time, you know, he's preventing Kas from moving out, and that's always really good. We see the third is almost finished up for Supernova. Same with Kas as well. Now, the reason Supernova got this Hellion out is because he knows, or this Raven out, because he knows that Supernova, or he knows that Kas is going to be going for a very heavy mech build, or very heavy, excuse me, a very heavy bio build. So that's why he got this Raven out. So he has the point defense drone. When the engagements come in, that the tanks can be well utilized, and the Marauders are going to have a hard time. Concussive Shell is on its way, but speaking of Marauders, if we actually look, there are only 4 Marauders out on the field right now, so that's not really good at all. You want to have quite a bit of Marauders. Going to be able to take out these destructible debris and see if he can take out the third, which has not been established yet. But Kas knows his timings, and he knows that, yeah, this is probably going to be the time. This is most likely the time when my opponent's going to start getting his third if he hasn't already started building it. Of course, he's going to come in here and say, okay, there is no third. I'm going to get out of here. Going to leave a Marine behind so I know when it does come in. And there is a sensor tower being built there for Supernova. I love sensor towers. They're really nice. Just tell you what is coming or where things are coming from. It doesn't tell you what exactly because it doesn't give you vision, but it's very nice. And some might argue a little overpowered, which I would definitely agree with, unless unless Protoss and Zerg had unless Protoss, I should say, had a way of knowing when they were coming, because Zerg have creep, and that actually gives you sight, so that's really handy. But Protoss doesn't really have anything like that, so that's a little unfair to them, I do believe. Well, I believe that in general. We see just more and more bio being piled on here. More tech labs being established, as well as another engineering bay, which actually I think that might be the first one. No, it is the second engineering bay. That's an armory right there. And a second one coming up. So that way he can start getting those 2-2 upgrades. 97 supply to 137. Cost very much behind, but he is not exactly far behind in army. He's definitely behind in workers, 40 to 61. Not a more powerful army, but definitely has a good sized army that could possibly even take this army, mainly consisting of Hellions if we look. The tanks are nicely spread, so it's going to be a little harder for him. 2 more factories being added here for Supernova, so he is going to be going for mech. It's going to be that classic mech versus, it's going to be that classic battle of mech versus bio coming up, which depending on the player can hurt them and it can help them. Players like Maru Prime, who's really, really good at bio, has taken out superior mech armies with nothing but bio and flanking of Marauders. I did have that game, but it was cut off when I uploaded it, and plus I don't really know if I want to upload it again because it was roughly 50 minutes long when it came to actual real time, so there's a 50-minute YouTube video, and we can see that these Hellions again coming in. The Marauders are going to be able to clean them up. This Hellion does have 4 kills, and it is slowed. I dare to look. 40. Wow. 40 freaking SCVs, and Mickey has left the game. Acer's own Mickey has left the game, people. 163 to 124. Check out the army supplies once more. 81 to 95 supply, and the tanks are not sieged up, but Kos is going to move back. He doesn't want to face all these Hellions with the tanks, and he wants to make sure he doesn't lose his medevacs, which have been a little lackluster in production. You need a lot of medevacs if you're going to go bio against mech. 2 is not enough. That's not going to cut it. You're going to need around 10. 10, possibly 12. And these tanks are moving in for the kill. I don't like how this is looking for Kos. You know, I'm all for the foreigner player, but sometimes the Koreans are just going to be able to take out the players. And of course, I'm not saying that Kos is dead yet, but it's not looking good for him. Now he's going to stim forward into those Hellions. Point defense drones being utilized right now, and just everything's being devastated by these tanks. Dropping the medevac, or dropping the Vikings to help him out there, and that entire army is swept up by the sheer destructive power of those tanks. And GG from Kos, and he concedes that series to Supernova 1-2. It's really sad that Kos was gonna that Kos did lose this series, because in that first game he was looking just so supreme. He needed to be more aggressive in the early game, which is something I have noticed Kos does have a hard time doing. He's a very, very macro-oriented player, so he has a hard time committing to early aggression, and as a result, we see very long, drawn-out games with him. But at the same time, because he plays very greedy, you often see the player that's playing a little more safer, or getting a lot of production instead of expansions, generally does beat him. So it's very sad to see Kos fall to this, but in the end, as the scores currently stand, the Koreans do dominate the foreign players. But that's a tale for another time. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it. Please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me at Twitter. That's @nerd_craft. That's when you'll get updates as to when I go live, which is almost every single day. And this is when I go live for ladder streaming, when I'm going to cast, what I'm casting, when the videos get up, things like that. Keep you very into the mix. I love to keep people in the mix. So yeah, please subscribe again, and again, please subscribe. My name is NerdCraft. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it. That's it. I am out. Also, keep being awesome, guys.